Hey everyone, my name is Rick Graham. I'm the creator of the Revelations universe, and welcome to a new series that we're going to be doing here on YouTube called Building Revelations. So basically what I'm looking to do with this series is I would like to kind of just update the community on things that I'm working on and other projects that we're moving forward with, and kind of give you guys a way to be able to be updated, especially if you miss some of our stuff that's on social media or like on Discord. And, you know, as an effort for 2022, we want to really start using YouTube a lot more. So we're going to try to be doing this way. If you enjoy this series, or if you have other questions about maybe some of the updates, we may not be able to get into everything in the comment section, but I'm definitely pro questions and comments so that we can try to make things better moving forward. All right. So what are some of the things, maybe some of the big stuff that's coming for Revelations and Revelations Skirmish? Firstly, we're going to be changing the way that we're doing things, meaning specifically the way that I've been promoting things. I've really been trying, the last couple of weeks of 2021, I spent time trying to lay out and create a plan for this year. And I didn't want to just do like what I normally do, where I kind of just say, okay, here's some goals and here's some things I want to accomplish, and let's just try to like move in that direction and then see what we can do. And yeah, I'll try to pick dates and other things, but what's really difficult is because this is not yet my full-time job, I don't have full-time energy to devote to Revelations. So what I've decided to do this year is I read a book, or I'm still reading the book, but we've been incorporating a plan called the 12-week year. And what that is basically you break up the year into quarters, and you treat your 12-week segment, which is basically a quarter of the year, and you treat that 12 weeks as though that is your year. So you don't really want to look at it in terms of I have a whole 365 days for 2022. You want to look at it, I've got 4 12-week segments, and with another week off in between for 13 weeks. But that is still something that's difficult to do when you're still a smaller company. But we are trying it. So for this first quarter, we are going to be launching multiple products along with a bunch of new stats and some other things that I think you guys are going to find pretty interesting and pretty exciting. And it's some stuff that we've kind of hinted at through Instagram and Facebook and Discord, but I want to kind of formally announce things as we're moving forward. I cannot give exact dates yet, mainly because this is the first time that I'm trying something like this, and that I'm doing a different type of concerted effort while we're also planning for future 12-week quarter segments. So what we're trying to do for this first quarter is we're doing a major event between the Blood Wolves and the Union of Stars. So we're going to be releasing 3 new PDFs this quarter towards the end of March. They're going to be a new series called called Historia. So what that is, like, we're going to have a Blood Wolves PDF that's going to be called, like, to the working title right now is Blood Wolves Historia. And what that's supposed to be is this is a PDF that focuses on the lore and, you know, the kind of the current stationing, key characters, and other important stuff that's related specifically to the Blood Wolves. And this is... in addition to the Blood Wolves Historia, we're going to be releasing one for the Union of Stars that's specific for the 24th Myriad. In the Union of Stars, the largest military formation that they have, they call them Myriads. For the Core Republic, they call them Legions. So with the Blood Wolves are an elite mercenary organization. They're as top shelf as mercenaries can be. And this is the first mercenary group that we're really developing lore for. I've already got artwork for key characters. I'm working on paint schemes. We're working on this big event that I mentioned. So both of the Historias are going to be related to these two sub-factions, because even though it's the Union of Stars, it's a particular group within the Union of Stars. But then both of these PDFs are going to give the history and the lore of these two units as they meet up on the planet Benson. So on Benson, we're going to be releasing a Across the Verse installment also at the end of March. So you're going to have 3 different PDFs all tied together. The mini campaign that's within the Across the Verse installment with Benson is going to be between those 2 units. And it's going to be a really cool campaign. I don't want to give away all the details, but it's going to be between the Blood Wolves and the 24th Myriad. And it's going to be a campaign where the losses, if you play as the Blood Wolves player, the losses that you sustain in the first couple of missions will add up towards the end of the campaign. So it'll be, in my opinion, it's going to be something really cool. The other thing that I am trying to do, is to really improve the paint schemes of the promotional images. One of the weaker areas that we have had to promote Revelations and Revelation Skirmish with has been the product photos. That has been something that I knew needed to be improved, and I've tried to make an improvement. If you've seen an image I posted recently where I show one of the very first spades I'd ever painted, and then one I just painted very recently, actually for the Blood Wolves, you can see this huge difference in skill level. Am I where I want to be or where I should be if I'm trying to be a professional painter? I mean, what is a professional painter if you're not somebody winning awards or being paid to do it? So technically, I'm not even professional. This is still just me doing it for a promotional sense. But I'm really trying to improve the paint schemes. I'm really trying to improve the basing techniques and my washing techniques and everything else tied together so that these images can look as attractive as possible to help bring in new people. So far, it's been working. It has. I've noticed a increase in activity and the number of likes we get on Facebook. I think it is working, but it does take more time from me in order to get there. So what we're going to be doing is, as this big event culminates, we're actually going to be doing a special gameplay video between myself and another player with the Blood Wolves and the 24th Myriad. And I'm excited for that because I'm building this super awesome 3x3 mat that's going to be one of the battlefields on Benson. All the bases for the units are going to tie together with the terrain. The terrain is, you can see some of it behind me over here. I'm leaning the wrong way. So it's going to be, it's a very Martian type landscape. It's not Mars, but it's a very Martian type landscape. So there's going to be craters, rock croppings, and other stuff. It's going to be a really, really fun project. I'm enjoying it. I'm very excited. I can see the Blood Wolves mechs that I've already painted here in front of me. I'm halfway done with them. So then we've still got the 12 units for the 24th Myriad and then the terrain. So I still have time to get it done. I'm still grinding away at it, trying to move forward. I hopefully have everything 3D printed now so that I can just move forward. There's a couple of new variants that are going to be released for the Blood Wolves. One of them being the Sierra 2B. There's going to be the heavy spade. And then there's another loadout for the Sierra as well. Not to mention for the Union, there's going to be a new variant for the Hydra. I haven't given that one a full designation yet. And there's going to be some other cool stuff. So this is a really big deal for me. This is the big project that I'm trying to push forward. So every quarter, I want there to be a new major project. So I already sort of have things laid out in terms of who's going to be fighting who for the rest of the year. That will also bring in new model releases, new stats, new PDFs, and other campaign supplements. So I personally am super excited. And it's something I'm hoping that the players will be excited too, because this is the biggest thing that we've done yet. Other than launching the game, which this year will be our 2-year anniversary. But other than that, I mean, this is the biggest thing that we've done, coordinating multiple products to come together to be something that I think will enhance the player's experience and then trying to really pump out these really cool promotional images, which may seem on the surface kind of lame. And maybe you're the type of person where you can just see a bare model and you're like, that's cool enough for me, I'm ready to jump in. Or you see some of our illustration work and you're like, that's cool enough, I'm ready to jump in. Or the novels, or the rules PDF, or the list builder, whatever attracted you to pay attention to Revelations and Revelation Skirmish. I'm grateful. I'm trying to step things up so that we can bring in more players and grow this community, because I think people will really enjoy this game if they give it a chance. And it's taken a lot of work to get here, and I want to step up my effort to push us into the next place to do even bigger and better things. So that's probably it for right now. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself and share everything that we're working on. I'll do another update video hopefully in the next week or two to kind of touch base and maybe share some other cool things that I'm working on. It's a lot of stuff. We've got a lot of things moving, some really awesome models being worked on behind the scenes, and I'm excited. This 3D printing has allowed us to really come out with a variety of models that are totally different than anything that I've seen out there, and I'm excited for the way that things are moving forward. So thank you guys for being part of this. I'm looking forward to talking again with you guys soon, and I appreciate you watching. All right,